Okay, fight fans and fight fiends, welcome back to Manny's Thoughts. I, of course, Manny MTL or Manny Montreal. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, YouTube, and of course, thefightcity.com. As usual, I'll give you guys my thoughts on what's going down in the world of combat sports. Let's get started. First up, congratulations are due. Congratulations, Eye of the Tiger management and your entire team for a fantastic night of fights in Quebec City. Man, what a great night of fights. 12 fights overall for everyone to watch. Lemieux in the main event. It was a really fun night in Quebec City, and there was some real hardcore boxing fans there, and they were treated to something spectacular. Now, I could give a bunch of congratulations. Like I stated, there was 12 fights on the card, but we're going to try and simplify it. There is a couple fights that we need to discuss. So first up, I am giving him a nickname. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hope it sticks. This heavyweight is absolutely devastating. Arslanbek Doomsday Makhmudov. This guy is just evil in every sense of the word. When people think of scary things, he is the image that appears. He's not even trying to box or fight. He's throwing the jab out just to line up the right hand. He is absolutely intent on destroying his opponent. He doesn't want to beat him. He doesn't want to win. He wants to destroy. Arslanbek Doomsday Makhmudov. Follow along, folks. He's going to leave a trail of devastation. My fighter of the night, Batir Jukembayev. Beautiful fight. By far the biggest pop of the entire night from the crowd. First off, kudos to his opponent, who threw down an excellent first 6 rounds. Great foot movement. Really understood how to neutralize Batir. Even stunned Batir with a quick knockdown, which obviously gave him a 2-point round. Honestly, people were getting nervous for Batir, but sure enough, he went in his corner. Excellent team, by the way. And once he came out of his corner, he made all the right adjustments, and his opponent went from floating around the ring everywhere to being stuck right in front of him. Batir does what he does best. He went to war, and he just lit up his opponent, lit up the crowd. The place went insane. It ended in dramatic fashion. Fighter of the night, Batir Jukembayev, for not only winning his first minor title, but for coming back and making some adjustments mid-fight like that, which is a big sign that he's ready for more. I think maybe they gotta watch on how he's training and maybe make a few adjustments in camp, but the future is still bright for Batir Jukembayev. If the crowd is any indication, he definitely made himself a bunch of new fans. Make sure to check him out. Batir 777 Jukembayev. Last but not least, my fight of the night, Custio Clayton. Now, I got wrapped up in this one because it was a pretty fight. His opponent was, his opponent was fantastic, but just one level below Custio. And Custio never took his foot off the gas, and this guy knew he was bested. There was nothing about this fight. There wasn't a moment in this fight that Daniel thought he was in control. There was even a couple brief moments where I feel like Custio could have pulled the trigger and put this guy away, but he didn't take the risks, and I don't blame him. He played it smart and beautifully. By far, my fight of the night, adding another strap to his collection. Custio Clayton is poised to be on HBO. Make sure you check out my interview with him and young Eric Bazinian, also on this channel. It was a great night of fights. David Lemieux was in a hell of a tough fight. I think he broke his hand in the 12th. They didn't really discuss it. They said he injured himself, but I'm pretty confident. What a tough son of a gun of an opponent. There's talk of Lemieux going up to 168. I said this half joking, but there's a little truth to it. If he goes up to 168, the real matchup to make for David Lemieux, because everyone's trying to figure out who he would fight at 168, to me, there's only one name in Quebec at 168 pounds that could potentially give David Lemieux a check worth fighting for. And that would be Lucien Boutte. Now, I don't want to discuss what I think the outcome of that fight would be, because, like I said, it's just a thought on my part. But it is an interesting thought, and it would be to see who the king of Quebec is. So, good luck to David Lemieux going to 168. Now, as far as news is concerned, there isn't much going on. There's talks of Canelo making negotiations difficult with Triple G. It looks like September's not going to come around. He is refusing a 50-50 split with Triple G, saying he still deserves 65. I don't see how. I think Canelo's wrong. But that being said, I really don't care if they fight again. In my mind, Triple G already beat him. So it is what it is. As far as what's going down on the Fight City and thefightcity.com, great articles and news on the regular. Make sure to check out fresh posts on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere, thefightcity.com. Now, as far as here in the Fight City, there's a little ramblings here and there. There's a few cards coming up at the Casino de Montreal and something major going down in Shawinigan, but we're going to get to that in a future episode. As far as what we can watch this week, there is plenty on the TV, so let me get started. June 1st, in Australia, we got Caparello versus Broadhurst. In Jinan, China, there's a top rank event going down with Zhang Liu. In New Jersey, there's two separate cards going down. Derek Webster and Jaron Ennis. Also in that MMA company that shall remain nameless, but the Ultimate Fighting, blah, blah, blah. Desmond Green is going to be fighting, so make sure to tune into that. I'm a big fan of his. Also in California, if you get to check it out on Australia TV, we got Molina versus Roman, Golden Boy Boxing, Friday night. Now, as far as Saturday goes, a little closer to home, we got something major going down in Niagara Falls. Lee Baxter Promotions presents Sammy Vargas versus Mauro Godoy. It's for the WBA, NABA title. I'm a fan of Vargas. He's an old school fighter and he's fun to watch. Big shout out to Jessica the Cobra Camara, Donnybrook Boxing's own. She is definitely headed to world championship status. I don't see any other way about it. I'm pretty confident she could knock out a couple men in her weight division. So here's the thing. As long as they line up fights for her, she'll eventually become a champion. So if you're not a fan of hers, go ahead and check her out. Trust me, you will be. As far as other fights, there's plenty of stuff going down around the world. There's fights in Germany, Japan, Mexico, Poland, England that you can stream. In Hungary, we got my man Flavius Bia. If you get a chance, check him out. In Spain, we got Jonah Alonso, 14-0. He's a super lightweight I got my eye on. La Maravilla is what they call him. It's a good name to have if you're a Spanish boxer. We'll see what happens with him. In Atlantic City, in the Boardwalk, we got Real Deal Boxing on CBS. We got Clary versus Dominguez. And last but not least, in England, we got Glory Kickboxing going down. Strangely enough, folks, I was lucky enough to go to Quebec this week. Again, a fantastic fight fiend helped me out. Part of the Donnybrook boxing team. I got I drove, but I got a ride down to Quebec and a really crazy, beautiful room and pretty much got to drink my face off and blow off some steam, which I probably really, really needed. Honestly, guys, if it wasn't for some of you, this would have got shut down a long time ago. We're closing in on 4.5 years of doing this stuff, and don't worry, there's no quit in me yet. So make sure to like, share, subscribe. Go check out the other videos. I've been working hard. Go check out my Facebook. I got a whole shitload of pictures from Quebec City. Go check out my Patreon page. Become a fight fiend. Start contributing now. That way, when I harass people for money, you don't have to send me $20 and feel bad. You can just send me $4 a month. And when I have a coffee, I'll know it's because of you. That's it for me this week. Like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next week.